Just placed that gold trade, them pics went higher. Just got some new drip, new seeds.
What's going on YouTube? It's Philip the CEO. Currently right now we're at the London Trader Show, so I'm gonna take you in with me and you're gonna basically follow through with my experiences. So this probably will be a short video, but obviously I'll be dropping some nuggets. I'll be teaching you also how to manage your money as well as how to actually get started within the foreign exchange industry. So let's go. Currently guys, so we're gonna go ahead and check out this seminar over here. This is 10 steps to swing trading success on the LSE. So we're gonna check it out now. We're gonna go to the main auditorium over there. Let's go.
They usually have avatars for real human faces on Twitter, but they have probably 2,000.
Trading by changing how she thinks and by taking her from being a losing trader to becoming a winning trader without actually changing that much at all. So there are three beliefs. First of all, to make decisions in an uncertain environment, which is, I think you would agree what we're trying to do. There are beliefs. There are a process that we've got to think through. There's then luck, the old virus, good or bad, depending whether you're long or short. And there's the outcome. So, three beliefs that you need to have to make some money in the market. Let's see how many people can raise their hand. Belief number one, money can be made in markets. Who believes money can be made in markets? Well, that's great. I guarantee that if you go to Sunday lunch, before the roast beef is sliced, and you say that you're trading in the market, somebody around the table will say, it's gambling. Yeah? So there are a lot of people who don't believe that. Will you still believe that after 2 losing trades? The second belief, I can make money in markets. Now there's a whole industry out there that says you can't. Okay, they say that money can be made in markets, but you can't do it, mate. Give me your money. That's the asset management business. So the second step is I can make money in markets. And that's going to take a bit of work. It's going to take a bit of research. It's going to take a plan that you've got to put together. And it is a rite of passage. Okay? That plan. It's unique to you. And it's going to take some thought. Effectiveness will help you put that plan together. And the third thing, of course, is that I deserve to make money in markets. And that's a whole hairy issue of self-esteem. Do you like the good that you see in the mirror in the morning? And although people don't like to talk about it, Waterstones is full of books on self-esteem, and I can't imagine that Waterstones are philanthropists. They're not holding those books. There are people buying them. Those are the environment by a lady called Annie Juk. She was the world poker champion 3 years in a row. Exceptionally good book. Because that's what we're doing. We're making decisions in an uncertain environment. Who knew that this virus is going to pitch up? Who knows when Trump is going to tweet? What's going to happen under the American political process on Super Tuesday? Are they going to bring rates down by half a point? I think so. So, an uncertain environment. You have to manage the trade so that you actually thought through what can happen. You've thought through the scenarios of good luck and bad luck and how that can affect your position. I wore a red pullover once at a university lecture. For the whole morning, the professor said, "The man in the red pullover." I never wore that red pullover again. Okay, so you're the man in green. We can have a go, I assure you. I took 370 points out of it yesterday afternoon. I still have and it moved on. After I got out, it moved on another 1,000. What can you do? So I've been short of it mostly since Monday afternoon. I took one long trade the day before yesterday, where it bounced in the afternoon. I swing trade 3 to 21 days in UK and UK stuff. That move. So that this is the last up cycle on vector days from the middle of October, and that move. So that this is the last up cycle on vector days from the middle of October, and that book in 1933. And there's a market going nowhere. If it breaks up on rising volume and it pulls back on falling volume, that's as good as it gets in terms of a swing trade. So when prices are rising in a bull market, volume should be rising, and when prices are pulling back, volume should be contracting. Fortunate markets, and why do the brightest people in the world barely break even? If you go to the spread betting stands here, you'll see that on their own literature they tell you that 75% of people lose. Yeah? Why? Now, Tom's not here, maybe he's coming later. But Tom and I did a huge amount of research over the years as to why some people make money and some people lose money. And we found it was very similar to what Mark Douglas had concluded. That people who are consistent think differently. So here's my challenge to you. We found that 80% that lose money, when they have a winning position, they become pessimistic. They are scared that the market's going to take away their profit. So they snap at it. The 80% who lose money, when they have a losing position, they become optimistic. They become optimistic that the market's going to turn. Give it another tick, give it another tick, give it another day. Now we found categorically that the people, that 10 or 20% of people that make money, when they have a winning trade, they become optimistic. They become optimistic the market's going to keep going. And when they have a losing trade, they become pessimistic very quickly indeed. The people who are consistently winning are not better analysts. They just think differently. So my challenge to you in your next trade, whether it's a paper trade or whether it's a real trade, is that I want you to become aware of your thoughts. Now your thoughts have an enormous amount of momentum, just like a price chart. It's going to take a while to change those thoughts, but I want you, the first step is to become aware of the thoughts. Become aware of the thoughts and do your best when you have a winning trade to become optimistic, and do your best when you have a losing trade to become quickly pessimistic and leg it, as they say, for cover. That's the big secret. That's the difference between the 20% who make money and the 80% who lose money. They simply think differently. I know, and I can see many faces around the place saying, nah, there must be an easier answer than that. We'll analyze our way through it. Well, I've tried. I have a PhD in mathematics. I'm not that relevant anymore, but I had one at one stage. And I I assure you that you will not think your way around it. The edge, remember, leaks, process, luck, output. My last final remarks is that I think it's really important that you keep a trading journal.
So we've got an alpha signals section on the Autex platform. So every day we put.
So yeah, guys, it's roughly about 12 going to 1 o'clock. The event itself actually finishes at 5, but so far we've got so much value, like literally, literally if I go through this bag, you can see that there's a lot, literally a lot of value that you see from that book. So I would say during your journey as a trader, try to make it a thing to go to as many events as possible, because 1, you don't know who you'll meet, 2, you don't know who you'll learn from, and 3, it's just experience about the lifestyle. As I said, as a trader, networking is key. You don't want to be a solo trader and not know anybody in the industry, because through this event itself, I've already met people who actually work within brokers, I've met fund managers, I've met CMT certified traders. So you can see from there, like, the room is full of value, and in the room full of value, you're going to obviously gain something. It's all about seeking value, going to where the value is and receiving that value and applying the value that you receive. So yeah. Cool. So quickly, guys, before I go back in, I did say in the video that I'm actually going to teach you a method of money management. Now, the average millionaire has 7 income sources, meaning that you need 7 to 8 income sources to actually keep you financially free. Now, this could be through savings, because saving is key.
Saving is boring, so I might go Harris.
But it's all about investing, because if you have the money there and it's just sitting there, it's not growing or doing anything. Your money is working for the money. The way I see money, money is a slave. Money has to work. I don't do all the work just for money to sit around. Money has to work for me. So what you do, you could invest into the ISA. Obviously, there's low interest rate ISAs. They don't really do much. Obviously, as a forex trader, you're an investor, so you're basically able to grow any amount of money. Like literally, you can take as little as £3 into £100 just through the power of compound interest. Compound interest is powerful, because that's the one thing that made Warren Buffett a billionaire. If it weren't for compound interest, he wouldn't be a billionaire. Literally, and because of compound interest, you got to that level. As a forex trader, you could do 100% in a day. Now, if you're able to be consistent with that 100% daily, that's 500% in a week. Now, if you're duplicating that and you're doing 2,500% at the end of the 2,000% at the end of the month, because it's 40 in a month, yeah. 2,000% at the end of the month. If you're duplicating that, let's say your account size is 1,000, think about the amount of growth you'll have at the end of the year. That's like, you can clear millions in a year, literally because of compound interest. So yeah. So as a individual, if you're going to do this, first income source and active income source, then you're gonna need passive income streams as well as your savings. So your savings, you want it to work, so you'll probably use like a low interest ISA. So you can have like 3 low interest ISAs. You could have 3 passive income sources. So that could be 3 businesses. You could have a drop
Just
shipping
got some
store.
new drip, new season. Now I'm looking fly.
Within the
Do
M&M
that
industry,
wish
so
for
you're
more.
earning residual income.
Take a
But
round of
any
applause.
method of
Them
literally
niggas
earning
ain't
residual
there
income,
in the
that's
down
passive
days, but they
income.
wanna be around
And then
the
your
corner.
active income source. Trading is not necessarily residual income, because you actually have to go on your phone and place the trade. If you don't go on your phone and place the trade, you don't make any money simply. So that's an active income source. But obviously, as a trader, until you get to the part where you're consistent, then that's when you can actually take that as your main income source. Until then, probably you can work, find some part-time job that can actually support you, because during your trading journey, if you're just getting started, you could take a whole heap of losses. So to basically have some security for yourself, you want to have something that you do in the back. me, I do a lot of things, so it's not only trading I do, I have a lot of skills, and skills get you paid, because someone out there needs you because you're qualified with that skill, so they're going to need you and they're going to pay you. Literally that. And with trading as well, you can open up many different income sources, because you can become a fund manager, you can distribute signals, you could do broker, like you could do a lot. It's massive. $5.3 trillion plus day industry. You're telling me out there I'll make a video. You definitely do. I'm gonna show you basically a little PowerPoint on how to actually divide your money using the Bible, Ecclesiastes 11 verse 2, and that's what I'm going to use to show you. Divide your merchandises into 7 or 8 areas, because you don't know what calamity may come upon you. So that basically means you want to have 7 or 8 income sources.
7 incomes, that's a magic soup.
If one income source dies, you still have another 7 or another 6. Yeah. You want to be secure in your financial journey. So yeah, it's going to be nice.
Coronavirus is feeding my kids. The volatile market is doing me bits. I stack it, it's piling, I don't give a shit. I stack it, I pile it, I don't give a shit.
Got the bands on me, got the bands on me. They say hate, but now got the fans on me. Got the bands on me, got the bands on me. They say hate, but now got the fans on me. Got the bands on me, got the bands on me. They say hate, but now got the fans on me.
Here in Europe. As a result, these are the factors that play into the interest rate. The European Central Bank is saying, this economy, it's not that good. We need to do everything we can to get it going. So they've cut interest rates to 0%. They've introduced asset purchases, which is almost a way of manipulating interest rates lower than 0%. And indeed, they vowed to continue doing that for the indefinite future. At some point, I'm sure they plan on winding it down, but by not putting an explicit end date on 0% interest rates and asset purchases, that's about everything a central bank can do to try to stimulate the economy. And when I say that, that's also just about everything a central bank can do to try to weaken the currency in question. So we've kind of hit rock bottom here when it comes to the euro, and perhaps that only leaves potential for some kind of recovery, though it's really hard to see the European Central Bank raising interest rates or ending asset purchases anytime soon. Again, if you look at what the market's expecting, they're actually looking at the potential for a cut into negative interest rates at some point this year. Of course, if that does come to pass, that would be seen as a negative sign for the euro, and we'll want to keep that in mind as we get into the charts. Technical analysis, very straightforward here. We have a 200-day moving average on top, then the 50, then the euro index. I actually think I was just checking before I went on. The euro has rallied a bit over the last couple of days, so it's right around this 50-day moving average. But like we said, with the US dollar, when you see a counter trend move against the direction of the established trend, perhaps that gives you a chance to join that trend, but at a better price. Rather than buying at the very top of the market, you could wait for a pullback and then buy, and in that way improve your risk to reward ratio on your trade. In the case of the euro, we're in a very clear downtrend. We've seen a rally over the last couple of days, and on a purely technical basis, perhaps that presents an opportunity to sell. Sentiment, much like the US dollar, is kind of in the middle of the range here that we've seen over the last year, so that's not providing a strong signal at the moment. Event-driven factors, we have a new president of the European Central Bank, Christine Lagarde, the former head of the
Season drops, Louis the Cute, Gucci my sauce. I take a loss, made by the guap. Slips in the market, I never stop. Trading free G's, I'm making moves. Teaching them people about the schools. Market magician, miraculous. She calls me criminal, I'm too smooth. But blaming her with it, she feeling my tool. Taking her down to the pussy is loose. Telling me daddy, this feeling is loose. Feels like a journey, we up in the moon. 3 minutes later, she coming too soon. Her legs be shaking, wish like a boom. Told me mechanic, with all my moves. Doing her steady, she give me that juice.